Thanks for the introduction. It's a pleasure to be here today. Firstly, I will talk and try to analyze why craftsmanship is gaining popularity in the digital sphere. Then I will talk about what aspects of craftsmanship will add value to your jewelry brand, and then how to communicate it. If you search for hashtag craftsmanship on Instagram, you will find 4 million posts on Instagram. Over the past 2 years, hashtag craftsman shows an increase in views on TikTok. Hashtag fine jewelry shows even more, over 8 million posts on Instagram. And hashtag jewelry is on top of the hashtags used in conjunction with craftsmen on TikTok. Hashtag jewelry making has 4.5 million posts on Instagram. Handcrafted jewelry, 3.2 million posts on Instagram. Hashtag goldsmith, 1.8 million posts on Instagram, and so on. So craftsmanship is gaining popularity in the digital sphere, but why? Here, trend forecasters say that it's a counter trend to digitalization and artificial intelligence, because we are all digital fatigued. No wonder, because an average human person processes 74 gigabytes of information each day. To give you a more tangible number, it's like watching 16 movies a day. I don't know if you ever watched, I did a movie marathon or something, like watching all 8 films of Harry Potter in a row, but 16 movies is quite nuts, actually. And a study of 2017 goes even so far to say that every year it gets 5% more. There is a demand of transparency. We long for authenticity. We want to educate ourselves. We want to know materials. We want to know sustainability practices. We want to filter all that information that we see every day. And we search for experts that we can trust. What is the whole common sentiment of all this? Trend forecasters sum it up to a macro trend called seeking security, which is actually a basic human need. We live in uncertain times. There's a lot of instability. There's a lot of insecurity. And trend forecasters even draw a comparison to the Industrial Revolution and Romanticism, where you seek the familiar, you want to romanticize it, and craftsmanship is an antithesis to all the insecurities and instability. There's a lot of fear of technology, artificial intelligence, taking over jobs, and craftsmanship is something very tangible. Like, if you think of a craftsman, even if you don't know anything about the actual production process, you can understand or have an image in your mind about a craftsman and maybe an idea of what he does every day. I want to share a statement of one of the greatest trend forecasters of our time, Lee Edelcourt. And she says, to sum up the current mood, she says that she's craving fantasy, she's craving almost childish initiatives and design, she's craving color, motifs, and she believes in the return of the arts and crafts movement, as described by William Morris. What does she actually say with that? She encourages the personalized and creative outputs of the individual craftsman. She promotes local craftsmanship and sustainable materials. And she predicts a return to ethical and culturally rich production that values not only the final product, but also the process of production and the creator. So how does craftsmanship add value to your jewelry brand? First of all, because per definition of a luxury product, the human hand has to have an important role in the production. And I want to share with you a statement of Kapferer, one of the greatest luxury strategists out there. And it's a reminder that originally each luxury product was made by a craftsman or an artisan known to the client. If that is not possible anymore, it is, however, very important that the luxury product is not manufactured in an anonymous manner. It has at least one part of the production process has to be handmade because it adds soul to the product. Little imperfections that you can recognize it's handmade, it adds soul. And this must be well publicized. And I will talk about how to communicate it in just a bit, but I want to pinpoint out what kind of aspects of craftsmanship really add value to your jewelry brand. Personalization is the highest level of exclusivity. Bespoke creations, made-to-order commissions. Expertise, if you're an expert in craftsmanship, it just adds value to your jewelry brand because people can trust you. It's a bit about the same that I said before. People want to turn to experts that they can trust. It's something authentic. If you know what you're talking about and you're not just someone who produces stock products. Craftsmanship has a multi-sensory experience to it. I don't know if you ever watched a video of someone setting stones. It has something very soothing and something very like an active meditation kind of that adds value also. And a membership mentality, because craftsmanship and the world of craftsmen is still something very secret, and you can give people access to a very secret world, and it can create a mentality of kind of like a club membership. How to communicate the added value craftsmanship? There's this ongoing debate that digital and luxury doesn't go well hand in hand, because luxury is quiet and digital is loud. Digital is about good deals and discounts, and luxury is beyond price. Luxury is one-to-one, and digital is automated mass communication. But I believe that in 2024, if you know both worlds, there is a way to merge the two. And the first golden rule is, in luxury, you do not communicate to sell. Instead, your brand becomes a medium itself. And there are new rules of luxury communication. First of all, you need to see that all digital channels are the entry ticket. You open up the barrier to your brand world. And then again, it's about authentic storytelling. Here are some examples. We don't want to see perfectly manicured fingers and a final product or someone polishing with perfectly clean hands. Doesn't make any sense. Then you need identifiable and shareable brand content. So Instagram, TikTok is becoming more of, obviously it's a shopping app, but it's also becoming a mood board. So people use brand content and repurpose it and use it in their own mood boards. So you want to have content that is shareable, but at the same time identifiable, so people can still see if it's reposted that it's your brand. You need to be culturally credible through collaborations and create a community. There's one example of the brand Lilian von Trapp, that she promoted her remodel service in collaboration with an influencer, showing the process of how she made, I think, a necklace out of her grandma's ring or something similar to that. And then you want to draw a backlink to the real world with intimate, exclusive events. It helps if you have a Mayfair townhouse, like Jesse McCormack, where you establish a craftsmanship workshop in the basement. So besides a secret garden where couples can view diamonds in the daylight, you can also see the craftsmanship in the store. It's part of the storytelling, which I find very alluring. But also the Australian brand Sarah and Sebastian, they did a pop-up tour through Australia with their soldering experience. So you could go to the pop-up, get a bracelet soldered directly to your wrist, and you could follow them through Australia. And then not a luxury brand, but they're really doing a good job in creating a community. They reach out, Allegra reaches out to people that really interact on their social media. They invite them to their atelier. They do a meet and greet with their designers. They do pop-ups where you can personalize their talismans. So that is, I think, also a very smart strategy, how you can communicate craftsmanship. And if you're interested in finding a unique way and a strategy for your own brand, this is where you can find me. And if you have any questions, I'm here.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for this overview.